What's going on, Cold World? Young K.LaNe, Hotel Man, coming at you live and direct. There's some crazy things going on right now in the earth, as always. But in this particular time, man, I know you just got the news about Dolph. Rest in peace, man, to young Dolph. Condolences out to you. You know what I'm saying? Sending condolences out to the family. You know what I'm saying? All the little ones, the children. You know what I'm saying? The baby mom or whatnot. Man, I hate hearing about that. Of course, you know what I'm saying, we always know in our community that the killing is senseless. The killing is senseless. But, you know, right now in the earth, what's going on, it's a major shift that's happening. I've been talking about this all year long. And I hate that this death definitely happened. It's almost like the culmination of it all. The enemy is out here, man, and he is like a lion that's roaring, seeking who he can kill and devour, you know what I'm saying, and wipe off of this earth. You got this young soldier right here, man, that died at the age of 36. And I know a lot of people are going to be connecting a lot of things to ritualistic things, you know what I'm saying, especially with the last album cover. Looking at, you know what I'm saying, with him, they'll say he finally sold his soul. And, you know, even these are things that he admitted. The reason I'm bringing this up is because it's ironic. You look at the great Nip, you look at the affiliation and the connections that they made right before their death. It could have been 6 months to a year right before the death. With the great Nip, you know what I'm saying, look who he aligned himself with. Look who Lauren introduced him to right before his demise. You know what I'm saying? And then look who the executive producer is on the album. And then look at the energy that came right with that. Almost like Big when he made the album Ready to Die. It's the same thing you got going on right now with these two brothers. You know what I'm saying? What happened with Nip and now what's going on with Dolph. And then another connection too, what the industry is trying to also do. They're trying to make sure that the young brothers don't ever come back to their community after they become successful. Why? Because they want to make sure that your community, after you become successful, becomes a war zone for you. But it's not like that for any other race but black people. You know what I'm saying? When a white person becomes famous, they can always come back to their community and do well for their community. You understand what I'm saying? Build schools, do whatever they need to do. When a Latino person becomes rich and you know, and wealthy and famous, they can be able to come back to their community or even the whole country and set the country, you know what I'm saying, turn them up. You feel what I'm saying? We as black people, they make it where they put us always in a state of fear. We always fearing walking outside the door. We fear with COVID-19. We fear everything, you know what I'm saying, welfare. We fear, you know what I'm saying, poverty. You know what I'm saying, you know, you got beef with the person down the street. You feel what I'm saying, even amongst your family. With the black life experience, it's very stressful. And then they make sure that even when you become successful, that they want you to stay in that same narrative, that same state of mind. You know, it's almost like you got to be a prisoner to your success, because it's already bad enough that on the way up, you have to endure so much hate from those who are close and nearby you. So you don't already, as black people, we don't have the community support anyway. You know what I'm saying? We are at a disadvantage going out here into the world, being a successful person, because the people that we have around us, supposedly that got your back on your way up to the top, you just hoping and praying that they stay true to you on the way up. You understand what I'm saying? But like I said, that happens in our community all the time. Oh, and along the way, you're going to be pissing some people off. Only black people, we sit there, man, and always have an issue with one of each other becoming successful. I don't know why, I don't know who taught us this as a child or something like that, but we think when one person becomes successful, then they're taking away the odds of you being successful. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of recognizing, you know what I'm saying, especially you would think with everybody becoming woke these days, you would think people understand energy and signatures and understanding that you are a GDI, a goddamn individual. You understand what I'm saying? So therefore, what you do in your life is dependent on what you do with your 24 hours every day. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're looking at Rick Ross, or you're looking at, you know what I'm saying, any other famous person, or LeBron James, or, you know what I'm saying, a Floyd Mayweather, you know what I'm saying, your favorite dope boy down the street. I hate to mention it like that, but you know what I'm saying, because some people, they don't even touch the entertainer, look at the entertainer. They might look at, you know what I'm saying, the street nigga down the street or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? And it's ridiculous that that's what we look up to. You know what I'm saying? But it don't help. When you look on TV, everything on Netflix and Hulu, you know what I'm saying, that entertains us has to do with dope, has to do with relationship problems. We entertained by nothing but everything that's in the devil's playground. You understand what I'm saying? And then we be surprised when the devil come knocking at the door. You understand what I'm saying? And he trying to reap the soul. You feel me? But that's all we do. They say you are what you eat. Mentally, physically, right? And spiritually. So what are we taking in on a consistent basis when you think about the black experience? Stress, stress, and then stress, right? And then when you mention anything about God, for some reason that makes us just want to throw up and make us want to hurl and just do something to the insides of us. Not recognizing that the only reason that you feel like that is because those demons are becoming irritated on the inside of you. And a lot of us don't feel like we have demons on the inside of us because we don't become comfortable with living with those things, or that energy living within us and in our environment. So when anything start to get too much like right, we feel like it's too good to be true. You know what I'm saying? But what you're really saying to yourself is, without knowing, that you really don't deserve that. So as a people, they don't got us conditioned to think that we don't deserve anything good. So we always got to be looking over our shoulder all the time. Even when we get a bag, you know what I'm saying? We get a bag only to turn up on the hater, right? You know what I'm saying? Make a hater feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. We don't never, the mindset that we don't have is not really for growth and development. You see what I'm saying? So that's why we always facing destruction. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't necessarily set up, like I said, for growth and development. That's why we always facing destruction everywhere we go. Everywhere we go, everywhere we turn. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not speaking this on us, but this has become what they call the black experience. You understand what I'm saying? And like I said, I hate what happened with this brother. And I hate what happened to all the countless brothers that happened before him. Even in my community. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of murders that's unsolved, senseless. You know, nowadays, folks don't even get robbed, man. And I'm not sitting there saying that justified the murders back in the day and made it better when I was younger. But like I said, nowadays, folks just killing for stripes, man. Literally, they killing for light stripes or to impress another dude. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. It's crazy, but that's what everything, you know, has come to. It wild, wild west. But you know what though? Out of chaos come to order. You dig what I'm saying? I know this world seems like it's just in the devil's hands, but it ain't. The devil's just going crazy like a child right now. You know what I'm saying? That lost his favorite toy, a couple of toys. So he out here just really going crazy right now because he know his time is up. I know you don't heard this before in a church sermon a long time ago. You be like, whatever. But if you look at the signs of the time, I ain't just talking about the death. If you look at the signs of the time right now, what's going on, you see a lot of young people. They said in the book of Revelation that the rocks will start to cry out in your place. So you got a lot of people who are spiritual based, look like me. You know what I'm saying? With locks, tattoos. And unfortunately, my exterior is what's considered to be a rock in today's time, or something that'd be hard. When people look at me before I open my mouth, they'll assume whatever stereotypical idea they have of somebody that looks like me. You understand what I'm saying? So that day is over. When you think of a pastor, you think of somebody, a spiritual leader, they got to be somebody old with a bald head, or, you know what I'm saying, looking a certain kind of way. No, because more spiritual leaders and revolutionary thinkers are looking like me every day and younger. Do you understand what I'm saying? The devil knows this. You feel me? Because his whole objective was to try to take out me and the generation around me and behind me. Do you understand what I'm saying? He wasn't too much worried about our parents because they was already set in their ways. Think about it. Look at the death toll. You see what I'm saying? That's why he come after the youth, because the youth hold the future. You see what I'm saying? And if you were to sit there and take the militant mindsets that we have today and to change the target, you know how powerful we will be? And he knows this too, so therefore he got to have the power of influence over your mind. How can he do that? He can't even give you a chance to breathe, to think. Because as soon as you try to think for yourself, here comes a new post. Here comes a new video. Such and such has dropped a new album. Then they gonna drop a new album. Then they gonna drop a new album. They gonna drop a new video. Now all of a sudden you screaming "Hot Girl Summer." You know what I'm saying? Then you a thought. You know what I'm saying? And then now you realize, not even paying attention, that you don't converted your whole mind, like they say, the demon time. They got you comfortable screaming that out loud. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm getting at is, you look at the environment in the earth right now. And I just mentioned this. I just talked about the Day of the Dead on October the 31st. We talking about Halloween, the day, it's a ritualistic day. You understand what I'm saying? And now you see this a couple of weeks right afterwards. This is nothing to play with, ladies and gentlemen. The veil has been lifted between the spirit world and the physical world. Do you understand? And that doesn't mean that the spirits that are coming out, all of them, they ain't coming to play nice with you. Do you understand what I'm saying? And these celebrities or these people that's in power that got there by feeding the demons to get there, what you got to do? What you think they got to do to stay there? Feed them some more. Now, I ain't going to be the one to point fingers and blame names, but if you have followed young Dolph and you followed the history of this young man, you know what I'm saying? Brilliant mind, you know what I'm saying? A great business mind, you know what I'm saying? A young king, you dig what I'm saying? You would know, just like any other person that had success of our color, he had his, you know what I'm saying, had his adversaries. It was well documented. Common sense, you know what I'm saying? I know how where everybody's mind going with everything right now. My mind went there. And you would think, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to say this right here. You could be beefing with somebody, and for a long time, or whatever the case may be, they can be off in their corner of the world, and they can act like they bossing up and leveling up. Meanwhile, you over here doing your thing, right? And when it comes to, y'all already know, I ain't got to necessarily say you know who, you know what I'm talking about? But when you look at his campaign versus looking at Dolph's campaign, you can see a big difference. Dolph had to deal with one label in particular that was, you know what I'm saying, that came behind his, you know what I'm saying, that powered up paper route. And that was Empire. Okay. But on the other end, the adversary got how many things attached to him? Now, he used to be super bossed up, but then he sat there and took that deal, and then next thing you know, he got through on the shelf, and he just now buying all his music back, but his catalog ain't on the same level as Dolph. And then plus he got artists, and yeah, one of his artists right now is one of the biggest artists, you know what I'm saying, in the genre at the moment. You feel what I'm saying? At the moment. You dig? But you see what that just came with. Some blood had to get spilled, ladies and gentlemen. And when it finna be from nobody from their camp. This thing get heavy, man. This thing get real heavy. I'm tired of always, like I said, it always be in our community. You know, it's like as time progressing and technology keep enhancing and these platforms keep developing and stuff like that, you would think that we would start to evolve as a people. It's like we just keep going further back, right? But today, even in the midst of all this death, I speak life. Order is going to come out this chaos. Greatness is going to come out this chaos. The rose is going to start growing from the concrete, because in a lot of our places, there ain't no good soil. So the roses are going to be starting to seep up through the concrete. God is going to start putting certain people in power and in place that's going to make some major changes. You understand what I'm saying? God's influence will be felt across the globe very, very soon. And unfortunately, we have to endure losses sometimes before the good comes around, before the winds come around. You see what I'm saying? But when the winds do come around, it's going to make those losses be more beneficial. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we're going to be learning from these things instead of keep repeating these things over and over again. Because at the end of the day, black people, let me just say it like this. Even though we turn up for the gram and all that kind of stuff, at the end of the day, y'all, are we tired of being fucking entertainment for the world? Like, for real. Everybody come to the black culture or the black, you know what I'm saying, to get a black story just to get a laugh off, or to just like, oh, I thought my reality was bad. You know, we should be tired of that. It's time to evolve, man. I'm out here. Much peace, light, love, and illumination always. Peace.